There's huge scenes yet again next week on Emmerdale as new spoilers have teased a death as well as other big twists. Liam Kavanagh could be killed off in a shocking plot, as things with Ella forced to take a terrifying turn. Another exit might finally be explained too, as scenes hint at a departure, after reports earlier in the year that a fan favorite was leaving. There's concern for a teenager too as they collapse amid recent turmoil. This week's episodes will air huge scenes for Joe Tate and Caleb Milligan in a dark organ theft storyline that results in a stabbing. Neither of the characters are mentioned in next week's spoiler lines, meaning we now have to wait to learn Caleb's fate, and to see whether Joe will be caught out. That said, fans can expect more from this storyline next week that is being kept under wraps until closer to the time. Kicking things off elsewhere though, the key storyline is Ella's return to the village after some time away after being forced out. In recent and upcoming scenes she's faced accusations of being behind Charles Dingle's overdose. Liam accused his ex of harming his new fiancée, after she was caught sneaking into the back of the pub, where Chaz's painkillers were. Chaz somehow overdosed on said painkillers, while Ella also stole her engagement ring. Ella is insistent she did not drug Chaz, while fans think it could be John Sugden. Things reach a terrifying point next week though when a scorned Ella plans her revenge on the couple who she believes betrayed her, before outcasting her with their latest accusations. Ella begins persistently messaging and calling the pair, leaving them very worried, and things worsen when Belle Dingle receives a call cancelling the upcoming wedding. They believe Ella's harassment is increasing, and end up calling the police out of desperation as they don't know what she's planning next. When one of the windows at the pub is smashed in, they suspect Ella, who is secretly watching them, is behind it. Ella then turns up unannounced to the home Liam is currently sharing with Mandy Dingle, demanding to see and speak with him. Mandy refuses, leading to a horrifying hostage situation with Liam forced to head over there. When he arrives she once again claims she's being framed, but Liam plots to convince her there is a chance they can be together. As he tries to trick her into confessing to tampering with the medication, Ella realizes what he's up to and grabs a knife. Chaz soon arrives, but she and Mandy watch on in horror as Ella threatens them all, before fleeing with Liam soon in pursuit, wanting their ordeal to be over for good. Liam chases her into the woods where a confrontation happens, with her shoving him and causing him to fall and hit his head. Images show him in a bad way, with Ella sobbing over his body believing she has killed him, but will Liam be okay? Elsewhere, April Windsor and her father Marlon Dingle's relationship is tested once more as her turmoil continues. The pair fell out as Marlon struggled to support the teenager when she returned to the village after running away while pregnant. Sadly she suffered a stillbirth and since then she's been in a bad way, not able to adjust to life back home. Soon Marlon confesses he framed her friend Dylan over the recent ketamine theft, and April is shocked. He then gives her a letter from Dylan who is in rehab, but this possibly makes things worse and soon April steals ketamine from the vets. Later on Marlon is sickened to find his daughter unconscious with an empty vial beside her, but will she be okay? Soon enough Marlon makes a decision that could worsen their relationship. Also next week we might finally find out what leads to Brenda Walker's departure from the village, following the news being reported months ago. Brenda has won some cruise tickets, and Nicola King is eager to secure them for herself and her husband Jimmy King. Brenda decides to go on the cruise alone, but it soon becomes apparent she has a plan, while Eric Pollard is led to believe there is still hope for them, but will he be left heartbroken? Elsewhere next week, Billy Fletcher is desperate to fix his failing marriage to Dawn Taylor, unaware she's cheated with Joe. Kim Tate tries to help the couple too, but will her efforts fall flat? Mary Goskirk tries to win over Vanessa Woodfield, while Sarah Sugden's actions lead to newcomer Cammy facing accusations, and soon they're both sacked from the garage. Gabby Thomas is thrilled by Vinnie Dingle's suggestion, while Belle is left reeling by Jacob Gallagher's big offer,